What's cracking, everybody? New video. It's been a while since I talked about Swifty Blue, and that was on purpose. For one, it seemed like he was not getting that all publicity is good publicity in his area, you know, his entertainment field, and he didn't understand that, you know, I'm just making content. He was saying stuff and I was reacting to it as other people were. And I saw he was getting a little bent out of shape about it. So I was like, all right, cool. Now, one of my subscribers got at me in the comments earlier. Spencer, I didn't write your name down. And he told me, hey, Swifty Blue was arrested, right? So I looked it up and I see a lot of other channels are saying that he was arrested after a high-speed chase. And they're saying some other things, but I don't know if that was him. But what I will say is this. First of all, good luck. If it was you, Swifty, good luck in your case. You know, everybody that knows me knows I'm not one of those lock them up and throw away with the key type of persons. But I think this is a cautionary tale, man. You know, there's a lot of these youngsters nowadays that are filming themselves on IG and they're doing YouTube shorts and they're doing all this stuff for, you know, I don't know, I guess for clout. I don't know what it is, eh? But they're showing that they have a gun on them. Now, if I was a youngster and I was still in the streets, I'm going to assume that if you're in the streets and if you're in that world, that you have a gun on you. I'm going to assume that, right? But when you're actually showing it on camera, not once, not twice, but continuously, remember that law enforcement watch every one of these channels. Law enforcement is following people around. You know, New York had the hip hop police. They were probably out here too, but they have cops that are assigned to try to infiltrate, you know, certain record labels, the entertainment industry as a whole. You know, when people are rapping about violence and constantly talking about violence and showing guns, you're building the case for the cops. And again, I don't know that this is Swifty Blue that was arrested. You can look it up on the Fools community. You can see there's somebody that's being arrested after a high-speed chase, allegedly. And they're saying that he had something on him, and hopefully he didn't. Hopefully it wasn't Swifty. Whoever it was, good luck in your case. But again, man, you youngsters, just everybody in general need to remember who's watching. You know, it's not just people like us, people that, you know, are being entertained. It's people that have ulterior motives. You know, and it's just like, you know, these people, these trolls, man, that get in these channels, and I don't think they understand, like, you know, there's people that like to get on here and expose people's addresses, and I don't understand that at all. But I wonder if they don't understand that when you expose someone's address, the authorities are watching, and if something happens to the person whose address was exposed, the person that exposed it is going to be arrested. You know, there's just so much stuff that people do on social media that's so foreign to me and so foreign to my way of thinking. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to see this video. There's going to be a lot of people who have already seen the arrest of Swifty, and they're still going to continue showing guns on IG, showing guns on, you know, on YouTube, and bragging about they're always strapped and all this. Again, if I see somebody that I think is in that life, I assume they're strapped. And the old school dudes were strapped, you know, whether it was a gun, a knife, whatever it was, and they never told nobody about it. They just went about their business. And, you know, I know that people are like, oh, you dinosaur ass dudes and this and that. And then people say, well, yeah, well, back in your days, you didn't have, you know, we didn't, but we also didn't brag about stuff like that. You know, back in my days, you know, you could have a homeboy or you yourself, you go out and you smoke somebody. You don't go back to the neighborhood bragging about it. The smart ones didn't. You know, they'll go back to the neighborhood like, yeah, like nothing. And someone will be like, hey, Holmes, you know, you hear they smoke so-and-so. Is that right? Who did that? What neighborhood? Oh, serio? That's right. Because it's your enemigo. You'd be like, oh, that's right. But you wouldn't be like, oh, hey, homie, check this out. Don't tell nobody, but it was me. You didn't do that because you knew. Everybody knows to this day. Everybody has your friend who you confide in. You know what? He has a friend that he confides in. That person has somebody they confide in. Who are they confiding in? And then you got them dudes that'll find something out. And what do? They go try to impress a hyena. Not off of something they did, but off of something their homeboy did. Hey, trip out on this. My homeboy that I be running with. Yeah, you know that murder? Yeah, that was him. I was with him. Well, I wasn't really with him, but I was with him when he told me about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. Things have changed. People, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I still don't even understand why gangbanging is a thing. After all these, I mean, there's barrios in LA that are over 100 years old, man. You know, when do we figure out a better hustle? A better way to get out of our circumstances? When is that going to be an option? You know, and I know people are like, damn, I tuned in for Swifty Blue. I don't know what that's Swifty Blue, you know, but I do know that people are making decisions that are affecting them. And you know, when we had a couple of short, and that's the thing, man. You know, I don't know if Swifty's in on it when these other channels put up shorts, you know, like when he was in the street and that dude, hey, I don't know, that weird ass thing, and he pulled out the gun on him. And then that other time he was talking and a car pulled up and he pulled a gun out. He needs to stop. Everybody that has friends, listen, check this out. Let's just do it like this. If you are in that lifestyle and you have a friend or a homie that likes to pull his camera out when you pull your gun out, break his phone and break that friendship. That's not your homie. If they're filming you doing illegal shit, they don't film you just to be like, hey, let's trip out on this. See, this, I'm just gonna keep this. No, it's gonna wind up in the wrong hands, and you're gonna wind up in a jail cell. Straight up. It ain't hard to figure out, but somehow, some way, it keeps happening, and you guys keep finding yourselves in these positions. And then once you get in them cells, man, you know, like I tell people, once they put the cuffs on you, if you get put behind a jail wall, you may never get out again. You don't know what may happen in there, where you might wind up in a situation where you have to take care of something because you're the only one that can get to it. And you know what? It's important. And wow, the amount of time you got don't matter to nobody. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring this one to a close. Everybody stay smart, stay blessed, and stay safe. And tell the ones you love that you love them, right? I'm out.